Hello, this is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. Right, this is Computron. Computron is nothing except it's a probe core, it's a KOS scriptural control system, a terminal which I'm now going to open, and some enormous batteries. Two enormous batteries, actually. So it's got like 8,000 electric charge, which should be enough to play with. So basically, I'm just going to use this to do some computations. Specifically, go to me contracts. I have, I'm not sure, right. I've got a couple of contracts where I need to get things that are in the orbit of the sun, in some cases quite a ways away. This asteroid one might be a one I want to use, actually. But more along the lines are, you're in the orbit of Kerbal, I can get you. Orbit of Minmus, Duna's ongoing. Wait, there we go. Recover device XCQ from the orbit of the sun. Now, let's go into map mode. Let's go to Rendezvous and wow, I've got a bunch of debris I need to get rid of. Not debris. Is it a ship? Whoop, 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 whoop. Go away. Station's back. There's a probe. I might have to go looking for it. Specifically, doesn't seem to be a ship. I might have to go do that separately. Here we go. Device set as target. I don't know what that counts. Well, okay. Clearly, in my Rendezvous selection, I don't have the option to select whatever this is. I think it's an unknown object. I suspect that's it. Anyway, so I've now selected it as a target. As you can see, it's very far out. It is beyond the orbit of Joule. And it's almost as eccentric as Elu. Oh, and it's got an orbital inclination. Fantastic. Now, okay, questions. If I was simply going to Elu, right? And I don't appear to have an Elu. Right, okay, so what I can do, let us pretend I want to go to Elu. I'll transfer window, curb into, and I don't want to go to Moho, let's I want to go to Elu, right? So I'm going from Kerbal to Elu, and add alarm. And I did have one. Oh, I didn't. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I didn't see it, but so that's because Elu is a known body that is going in a known direction, and all the stats and stuff are inside Kerbal Alarm Clock. I can just do that. I can just say I want to go to Elu, and it'll tell me when the best transfer window is. But I can't do it for this thing, which is a bit of a pity. So I don't know when to leave Kerbal. I don't know what ejection angle I want. I don't know the delta V it's going to take. And so on and so on and so on and so forth. However, I asked on Reddit about this, and I did some searching of my own. And let's see if this works. Boom. I have found, well, Reddit pointed me towards the launch window planner for Kerbal Space Program. So ordinarily it's set up for going from, say, yeah, if I want to do the exact same things I just did, I just going from Kerbin to Elu, earliest departure is because, you know, obviously today's, I would have to leave, you know, I would set my earliest departure to be 361, plot it. It has a think, and it's going to tell me the best time to do this, right? So in, you know, this many days away, it's interesting. Not quite. It's a slightly different number. That's all right. Anyway, I just need to quickly change the thing here. Right. So, you know, departure, this is when I should depart, this is when I arrive, time of flight, phase angle, and ejection angle, and inclination, and, you know, ejection delta V, ejection burn details, prograde. And so it tells me the exact program, the exact normal that I would put in, and the heading. Look at all this useful stuff, right? Slightly different, I note, from Kerbal Alarm Clock's version, but never mind. Right, so how do I get this information? But that's for Elu, which is a known body. Okay, it's a known body with a known place to be. However, it turns out, you can see here, you go, ooh, instead of Elu, I could add body. And I could say it's a vessel. And I could say it's, what's it called? Device XCQ. Reference body Kerbal. Right, so I need to get the semi-major axis in kilometers. We need to get the eccentricity, inclination, longitude of ascending node, argument of periapsis, whatever that is, and the time of the periapsis setting, time of periapsis passage. And I'd say I'm not, it seems to be year/day, hour, minute, seconds. So that's why I want to use Computron, right? Because I have set the targets using, well, I wasn't using Flight Engineer at all, in fact, but I've set targets, so I can now print target name device XCQ. So now I can use Computron to work out all these things, I think. So alrighty then. It took a while. What I particularly discovered is that I needed to get completely different information than I thought I did. Right. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Go away. Right. I have got myself a plot, which I will just write. What I did was, instead of using as if it was a vessel, I did it as if it was a planetary body. Now the reason I did this is because there seems to be a bug or a problem in this bit where I worked out, spent ages and ages and ages working out the time of periapsis passage, right? Only it turns out that this it's supposed to, you know, verify that you put in a sensible date and it all makes sense. But that does not work. So no matter what you put in here, you get an error, which then means that you can't do the next bit. You can't plot the thing. So I just put it in as a planetary body. And so I got all this information. A mean anomaly at epoch is allegedly where it is in the orbit at time equals 0. Then I had to convert that into radians, and because it's everything in KSP is in degrees. Certainly everything in KOS is in degrees. So I can get the information from KOS, but it's in degrees, not radians. So I have to convert it to radians. Hurrah. And then I just put in made up things for the mass and the radius. So that gives me this plot here, which means that I need to go at year 3, and I'll arrive at year 7. And you know, here's all the details. So all I need to do is set up something to actually do that. So what I'll do is I'll take that away, so you don't care about it. You don't care about that anymore. Go away. Right, I don't need that anymore. So I'm going to set up an alarm. Can I just set up well, aha, raw timer. So I'm turned off. This alarm is not being attached to an actual vessel, and we'll just call it time to go get. I forgot the name of the thing. Device XCQ. I'm going to have to write all this stuff down, actually, because I'll take a screenshot or something, because I'll need to keep all the information. Time. What does that do for me? Oh, okay. I can put this in a UTC, but I'm not going to. Year 3 type. Why can't I type in 3? There we go. Year 3, day 327. No, not 372. 327. 531. 12. Anything else I need? And that's when I should leave. Wow, that's not for ages. Fortunately, these contracts do have a long time to run, so it's not, hopefully it is not a problem. So I'm going to have to write down all that information, because I've got a ejection inclination and ejection delta V and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going into the contracts thing. Where is it? Device, there we go. So I've got 18 years to do this, so that's all right. It's going to take 4 years to get there, and presumably 4 years to get back. Yeah, so I'll be back in 11 years. I hope. Man, this better be worth the money. It's only getting me 289 grand and some reputation. I'll be better off doing satellite contract, I would say. But never mind, eh? So it actually takes a bit of effort to work out all this. I also have to do the same thing for Gregny Kerman. He's around the sun, but he's quite close to the sun, if I remember correctly. He's like really close in. And she might be as well. Let's go to the tracking station. Frankie Shipwreck is orbiting Kerbal. That's going to be easy to get. Fine. Shear's Heap. Look at Shear's Heap. Shear's Heap is here, right? Really close to the sun. Inside Moho's orbit. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Gregny's wreckage is way out. Not quite as far as Jewel. Discovered 36 days ago and I haven't done anything about it. So getting that individual is going to be fun. There's this asteroid which I'm going to try. I might try. Is the one I've decided to try for the asteroid thing. And device XCQ, which I'm deeply regretting taking the contract for, is all around here. So, oh my goodness. So just working out how to get there is a bit of a challenge. Yeah, clearly this is something I need to find a slightly easier way of doing. Now I've found that workaround for this launch window planner. I think that's going to help. Yeah. See, the total Delta V it's wanting is 7,489, but I suspect that's just to get there. So I'm going to need to do this. I'm going to need to come back. Which should be entertaining. So I'm going to have to make a really big thing to get out here and work that out. Oh yeah, so Lord alone how that knows how that's going to work. Oh dearie me. Okay, so I'm going to call it there. I'm just going to sob quietly for a bit. Trying to work out what on earth is going to be able to get me out there. I'll see if I can't work out the other orbits I need to get to. The one that's way inside. Where's the idiot who's way inside? Gregny's wreckage? No. Shear's Heap. Hope you don't hear my stomach rumbling there. So Shear's Heap might be easy to get to, and of course I've got this asteroid to go and fetch. Given this is actually relatively close, that might be a quicker and easier thing to do. I don't know how much. Yeah, I don't know how much mass it's got, so I'll have to do much the same with that. So yeah, until then, thanks very much for watching. I do hope this made some kind of sense. It was a pain in the everything to do, but I did find out because I kept working. I spent ages working out my time to periapsis, or not my time to periapsis, the time to periapsis of device XC32, whatever it is. I spent ages working it out, and then it turns out that I didn't. That was a completely useless piece of information, and I had to completely fake it. And I still don't know if it's even going to work. I may set that up at orbit, and it may just not work. So that's going to be a fun thing to look for. Yeah. Until then, hope you enjoyed this. Hit like and subscribe if you've been enjoying it. Do find us at nearlyenoughdice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. And until next time, yeah, reach for the stars, I guess.